Just when we thought the dust had finally settled from that catastrophic tornado and the miraculous liver transplant that saved Eva Thomas's life, beyond the gates hits us with a reality check that is as brutal as it is terrifying. Are we really about to watch Eva throw away her second chance at life just to save face in front of her boyfriend? The latest developments surrounding Dr. Kial Rollins and his grim medical advice to Eva have left us absolutely reeling, and frankly, it is time to unpack the sheer psychological chaos of this storyline. Let us do a quick recap to set the stage. After the devastating storm that ripped through the country club, Eva was left clinging to life with severe internal bleeding and a failing liver. In a twist of fate that only soap operas can deliver with such poetic irony, the only viable donor was Catherine "Cat" Richardson, her bitter rival, her half-sister, and the woman whose fiancé she previously slept with. Cat wrestled with the monumental decision, ultimately putting her deep-seated resentment aside and sacrificing a piece of her own body to save Eva. The surgery was declared a massive success. We saw tears, we saw Leslie Thomas promising God she would change her villainous ways, and we saw Isaiah Hawthorne staying faithfully by Eva's side. It felt like a hard-won happy ending. But in the soap world, a happy ending is just the prologue to a brand new nightmare. During a routine follow-up examination, Dr. Kial Rollins discovers something deeply alarming. Eva's blood test results are coming back with highly abnormal enzyme levels. Kial, being the sharp and observant physician that he is, immediately begins to question Eva about her post-operative care. He drills her on her strict diet and her physical therapy regimen at home. Is she following the rules? Is she taking her recovery seriously? But it is not just the numbers on the chart that have Kial on high alert. It is the physical evidence staring right back at him. Kial notices that Eva's complexion is frighteningly pale, and more tellingly, her eyes are beginning to show the classic, undeniable symptoms of jaundice. These are not just minor post-op hiccups. These are the blaring red alert sirens of organ rejection. Eva's body is actively fighting the new liver Cat gave her. The graft is failing. This is where the storyline shifts from a medical crisis into a profound psychological thriller. Kial does not mince words. He delivers a stern, uncompromising medical directive. Eva must immediately undergo a rigorous, high-dose chemical treatment, likely a brutal cocktail of heavy immunosuppressants and steroids to stop her immune system from destroying the new liver. It is a harsh, physically taxing regimen, but it is the only way to save her life. And how does Eva react to the news that she is standing on the precipice of death? Does she cry out for her mother? Does she thank Kial for catching it in time? No. Eva panics about her looks. Eva is absolutely terrified that the aggressive chemical treatment will ravage her physical appearance. She is horrified by the prospect of losing her hair, gaining weight from the steroids, or looking weak and ruined in front of Isaiah. In a move that is both infuriating and tragically human, she begs Kial to keep her deteriorating condition a strict secret. She wants to hide her failing health from the man who has spent weeks sleeping on hospital chairs just to hold her hand. Let us pause and analyze the sheer, mind-boggling logic of this decision. Eva is prioritizing her vanity over her viability. She would rather risk a catastrophic, fatal organ failure than let her boyfriend see her looking less. It is a paradox that makes you want to scream at the screen, but if we dig deeper into Eva's character profile, it actually makes a twisted kind of sense. Eva has always been defined by her insecurities. Growing up under the overbearing, image-obsessed shadow of Leslie Thomas, Eva was taught that appearances are everything. Her entire rivalry with Kat was born out of a desperate need to prove she was just as good, just as pretty, and just as worthy of love and attention. Now, she finally has a good man in Isaiah. He loves her unconditionally. He stood by her when she was unconscious, bruised, and broken. Yet, Eva's deeply ingrained trauma tells her that if she becomes a physical burden, if she loses her beauty, Isaiah will inevitably leave her. It is a tragic manifestation of imposter syndrome. She does not believe she is worthy of Isaiah's love unless she is flawless. But Kial is not having any of it. He delivers a reality check that is so sharp it could cut glass. Kial warns Ava that if she continues down this path of stubborn vanity, she is not just risking her own life, she is spitting in the face of Kat's monumental sacrifice. Kat literally went under the knife, risking her own life and enduring agonizing pain to give Eva a future. If Eva allows her body to reject the liver because she is too vain to take her medication, Kat's sacrifice becomes entirely meaningless. This is the emotional crux of the entire storyline, and it is brilliantly executed. Kiel's warning is the exact wake-up call Eva needs, but will she actually listen? Kiel is placed in an incredibly difficult ethical dilemma. As a doctor, he is bound by patient confidentiality. He cannot legally run out into the waiting room and tell Isaiah, Ted, or Leslie what is happening. But morally, Kial is dating Nicole Dupree. Nicole is Kat's mother. Kial knows exactly how much trauma the Dupree and Richardson families have endured to make this transplant happen. Watching Eva squander that gift must be tearing him apart inside. If we look at the broader implications of this secret, the fallout is going to be nuclear. Let us start with Isaiah. Isaiah has been Eva's absolute rock. He fought with his own mother, Darlene, to defend Ava. He has proven his loyalty time and time again. By shutting him out, Ava is committing the ultimate betrayal in a relationship. She is denying him the truth. When Isaiah inevitably finds out that Eva lied to him about dying because she was worried about her looks, it will shatter his trust. Lying to protect your ego is a surefire way to destroy a healthy relationship, and Eva is walking right into a trap of her own making. Then we have to consider Kat. Imagine the absolute fury Kat will unleash when she discovers that the liver she painfully donated is failing because Eva refused aggressive treatment out of vanity. Kat already felt like she was being treated as a spare part by her family. She struggled with immense resentment before finally agreeing to the surgery. If she learns that Ava is treating her life-saving organ with such reckless disregard, the fragile, newly formed sisterly bond between them will instantly disintegrate. Kat will feel violated, used, and entirely disrespected. The emotional explosion between these two sisters will make their previous stairwell argument look like a friendly chat. And what about Leslie? Leslie Thomas has been parading around the hospital, promising to be a better person, crying tears of gratitude, and hovering over Eva like a protective hawk. If Leslie finds out that Eva is rejecting the liver and hiding it, Leslie's reaction will be apocalyptic. She will likely blame everyone but Eva. She will blame the hospital, she will blame Kial, and she might even find a way to blame Kat's liver for being defective. The sheer chaos Leslie will bring to Garland Memorial Hospital will be unprecedented. This storyline highlights a very real, very terrifying aspect of organ transplantation that television rarely gets right. The surgery is only the first hurdle. The recovery process, the lifelong immunosuppressant therapy, the constant fear of the body attacking the new organ, this is a grueling, exhausting reality for transplant recipients. The writers are brilliantly using this medical reality to force Eva to confront her deepest character flaws. You cannot charm or manipulate your way out of organ rejection. You cannot hide a failing liver with makeup. Eva is being forced to realize that survival is ugly, messy, and painful. Will Eva step up and accept the brutal treatment to save her life? Or will her insecurities drive her to an early grave? Kial has laid the cards on the table. The clock is ticking, and Eva only has a few days before the rejection becomes irreversible. She has to make a choice between her pride and her pulse. This is why we tune in, people. The stakes have never been higher, and the psychological warfare Eva is fighting against her own mind is some of the most compelling television we have seen all season. Let us hope she realizes that a beating heart is vastly more important than a perfect reflection before it is too late. What do you guys think? Will Eva come clean to Isaiah and accept the treatment, or will her vanity push her past the point of no return? And how long can Kial ethically keep this a secret while dating Nicole? Drop your theories and let us know.